Alrighty, so here we are, Random Adventures 2.0. All right, so what are we doing? Well, this was going to be a little bit different of a video, and as you saw in the title, but I'm part of a group called Stealth Camping Alliance, and every month we do a challenge. Now you can participate in it if you want or not, but because Steve Wallis was having a birthday coming up in September, this month's challenge is to camp like Steve. All right, but there's been a change, and part of that change I'll talk about in a few minutes. It's going to be tough, but let me talk about that in a few minutes. Let me go ahead and get set up, but let me tell you about this spot. And as you can see, I found a good parking spot. Okay, so this building that's behind me, that I believe, I don't think it's occupied, so that's a good thing. But we're in the middle of an industrial park, and just that way is a large, well, Amazon distribution center, and then right next to it is American Eagle, and then right over this way to the left of me is Hershey chocolate, and who doesn't love chocolate, right? So all right, so we're in the middle of this industrial park. I found a great spot. I don't know if there's going to be much traffic running around on this road. The way that this parking lot is set up is there's a road that runs up and down this way, but you just snake right around this into this parking lot. So there is no exit out of this parking lot except for over there. So there's no chance, I don't believe, that anybody will come down this into this parking lot. You might be able to see my car, I don't believe, from the road. But like I said, here we go. All right, let's get set up. Hey, I'm going to change my shirt. I'll show you what I'm changing into in a second. All right. So, like I said, I had to change shirts, so this is another shirt in the store, staying stealthy. All right. So, I already hung up the cam jams from my hammock. I'm getting ready to pull the hammock out, but like I said, I wanted to change shirts. Now, this is going to be, like I said, a way different video than I usually do, because I'm not showing you all the close-ups of me unzipping the bag. And you want to see that, check out some of my other videos. But some things I am going to keep is I'm going to get my camp hat on. Feeling so much better. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish setting this up. And while I'm doing that, hey, I went to Walmart and got the Louisiana crunch cake. So why don't you take a look at that while I'm setting up the hammock. All right. Alrighty. So where are we at? Well, we are at Walmart. We're going to go in here and get a few supplies for our stealth camp. But hey, check out the shirt. Louisiana crunch cake. If that says anything, that's what we're headed for. So my shirts are up on the merch shop for this shirt, the Louisiana crunch cake Random Adventures 2.0 shirt. So go on over there if you like those crunch cakes. Well, you should like the shirt too. All right, so let's get on into the store. Alrighty, so here we are. So I'm gonna grab a few of these. So that's gonna be breakfast, at least tomorrow morning. And then I'm gonna take a couple for the house. Alrighty, so we're down to the tuna aisle, so we're gonna have the jalapeno. So we're gonna have that and ramen noodle. Alrighty, let's go get the ramen noodles. Alrighty, so we're down to the ramen noodles. We're gonna grab, because last couple times I was a little shy on some food, so we're gonna go ahead and eat that. So I'm gonna put 2 ramen noodles in it tonight already. We're all done in Walmart, and now we're gonna head out and try to find a spot to self-camp already. So yeah, that was the Louisiana crunch cake, and like I said, I have that t-shirt now, but I've got the hammock hung and I've got the chair set up. Right now I'm going to set up the Bigfoot Bushcraft mini grill so that we can go ahead and heat up some water and get some dinner made. All right. There's a big old squirrel over there climbing up a tree. All right, so we took this on its voyage journey the other night for that stealth camp. So we're gonna let this burn down. This is the grate that goes on top, and that's what we cook that steak on. You wanna see that video, go over, here's the thumbnail for it. So that's what that looks like. All right, so one of the things I did not get to show you, and how I heated the water up in the morning. So I got this fire maple kettle. All right, so this is a really neat piece of equipment and gear that I'm going to start carrying. So thank you, Darlene, for contributing and doing that gift as well, so that I could get this. Greatly appreciate it. So it is not going to take long for that to boil that water. So let's get our meal ready. So when you saw that I went to Walmart to get that Louisiana crunch cake, I also picked up that other stuff. But how are we going to cook it? All right. So I don't like to cook in the cup. So what I did is I heat up all my, that squirrel scaring the death out of me. so I heat everything up in a Ziploc bag. All right, so my ramen noodles, and you're probably wondering what that is. I pre-made this Ziploc bag with peanut butter. All right, so we are gonna have that ramen noodle with the jalapeno, tuna, and peanut butter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that crushed up and add it all in there. So here we go. All right, let's pour in our hot water. So I like to give that bag a spin like this, and then I take my cup, because I don't like cooking in my cup, because I don't like to clean it. And a lot of times you don't have water to clean it with, or extra water. So I just set the whole bag right down there in my cup, like that. And then we let that sit and we marinate that for a little bit. So we're gonna wait on that to cook a little bit and rehydrate those noodles. All right, so like I had said earlier, Stealth Camping Alliance, we were gonna and Steve was okay with it. And some guys may still do it. We wanted to do a camp like Steve and do a similar video to one that he's done in the past, cook a meal that he's cooked before. Now, I don't know if he ever cooked ramen noodle and tuna and peanut butter. That's a 2.0 thing. So Steve, if you want to try it, go ahead. I think you'll like it. So I was all set to do that until Thursday night, this past Thursday. I looked forward to Steve's videos. And how did I come to know Steve as a fellow YouTuber? So back in March, I had a major stroke where I couldn't move my right arm or my right leg. So if you're just watching this for the first time, that's kind of why I limp along. So, because I'm still in recovery. It's only 140 days, I believe. So during that time, I had just joined Stealth Camping Alliance and did the March Bridge Challenge where I slept under the bridge. Now, I did not know that Steve had a channel, and I didn't know anything about him, that he did Camping with Steve on YouTube. So when I was in the hospital room, though, and then in my early days of recovery, his channel popped up as a recommended watch. So I started watching. I was like, oh my goodness, this guy's been doing it for quite some time. And I went all the way back to the beginning when he started making videos, and he was doing gold panning. A lot of you may not know that, but Steve was doing gold panning. And part of my channel, before I had stroke, I was doing gold panning as well. Now, then the channel grew, his channel grew. So, like I said, I started watching him, and I subscribed to his channel and was supporting him and watching. And every Thursday he came out with a video. So I was all set, and I got the notification that he had a new video this past Thursday. And here's where things kind of, for me, just really hit me like a sledgehammer, all right? So the video opens up with a chair in the middle of the woods, a property that he has. And he walked up, and I could tell that he was distressed, and just from the title.
This is the hardest video I've ever had to film, so I'm just going to take my time and so out a little bit here.
He began to share that beautiful wife, and that's how he refers to his wife, Jess, that they had gone to sleep on Saturday night, and he only woke up on Sunday. So at that point, I thought, you know, I'm not going to do the challenge. I'm just not going to be a part of it. But the more I thought about it and the more I prayed about it, I thought, you know what? I'm going to honor him and his wife. I know he's going through a lot right now, and I want to support him. So this stealth camp, Steve, is for you. It's not any big thing, but I want you to know that I'm praying for you, and I know you've got a lot of support and a lot of people. I mean, you just several weeks ago hit 1 million subscribers. What an achievement. So you've got a fan base and those there that love you and love what you do, but are also concerned for you, that you take the time that you need to grieve. And we all understand. I mean, it's a process, right? I don't know what you're going through firsthand, because Miss 2.0 and I are still here, you know. But when I had the stroke, man, there was a lot of fear and so forth. But I didn't experience a loss. But I have experienced loss, and we all have. So I'm going to just take a couple minutes and just, while my dinner's heating up, just pray for you, and that you have somebody and you lean on those around you and are willing to be there for a shoulder to cry on. I mean, I wish I lived in Canada, man. I'd be there for you, but I can't because we're distance apart. But know that many, many, many people's thoughts and prayers are going out to you, and you will get through this. It's going to be a lifelong battle, the grieving process. But one thing that comforted me when I lost my dad several years back was in Scripture, there's a verse, and it talks about this life is but a vapor. And when you think of that, if this life is but a vapor, we'll be with our loved ones again for eternity. So though we go through some time and trial now, just know that it's going to get better. And so thoughts and prayers. All right, well, I'm going to take some time and just pray for you. Dear Heavenly Father, I just pray right now that you would comfort my brother Steve, that you would comfort him in this time of need. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, brother. Well, I don't know if you're a believer or not, but I know that he hears us. All right. So, and he knows what you're going through. All right. Hang in there, buddy. All right. So, I'm going to get to eating this. I got to grab my spoon. All right. Alrighty. So, there it is. It's all cooked. Like I said, I got it in my bag. Oh, usually after Steve gets set up somewhere, if you're familiar with camping with Steve, he does a step 2. Now, I don't have a step 2 with me, and that's and what a step 2 is, if you're not familiar with camping with Steve's channel, is step 2 is he usually cracks open a beer and has a beer before he gets doing anything else, after he gets camp set up. All right, so I don't have a step 2, but along with me, but the thought is there. All right, so here's the noodles and jalapeno and peanut butter. So I did a double batch of the ramen noodles. I'm really hungry tonight. Oh man, that's good. So there you have it. Wow. A lot of times I'll add a little bit of honey and also mayonnaise, if you can believe it or not. But if you just do these 3 ingredients, you know, if you try it, which everybody should try it just once, but put a comment, go ahead and down in the comment section say, hey, I tried it. Give it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Like, no way, ain't ever eating that again. All right. So I have this Staying Stealthy t-shirt that I designed. So that's on the shop. Steve has hunkered down, which is pretty cool because he'll get to an area and say, all right, we're going to hunker down. So he has hunkered down. Very cool. Very, very cool. So we're going to, when it gets darker, we're going to have a little bit of another fire here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this. I just keep hearing voices over through the woods here. It's got to be a shipping dock or something over there. But it's Saturday night, so I'm not thinking there's going to be a lot going on. All right. Let me get this finished. All right. Alrighty, so here's one of the reasons why I like using a Ziploc bag, because then it becomes my trash bag. So I just stick all the trash right in it and then zip it up and then get rid of it and pack it out. Alrighty, so the sun is going down. So I believe I'm going to go ahead and start working on getting another fire going. Alrighty, so it's getting pretty dark. You can see out there is the parking lot. So there was parking lot lights that came on. So they're pretty bright. They're LEDs. So we're gonna sit back down here in a minute and get another fire going. But I wanted to walk out to the parking lot area real quick. All right, I'll bring it back on. Alrighty. So right over here is that building. So we're in the parking lot. right to the left of me, this is the woods that we're in. And we got the building, this parking lot here. And you can see all the LED pole lights are on. So they're pretty, I don't want to say they're extremely bright, but they're pretty bright. They don't shine into the woods too far. I think I'm still going to be stealthy back there. But right over there, in that direction, that is the entrance to this parking lot and to the building, to the front of the building. So, like I said, there's the building right over there. All right. So, let's get back into the woods. All right. So, here we go. Alrighty, so right there is our hammock. We're back to camp, right off the parking lot. Like I said, a little pan around here. So this is where we're at, all the woods and stuff. So there's a warehouse right over there. There's a light. And then there is one over in this direction here too. You can kind of make it out through the woods. A little hard for you to see it, but I can see it. So we're gonna go ahead and get our fire started. So let's get that done. So there we go. We got our fire going, our little ambience going. So that's good. And I've got plenty of twigs and sticks here to feed the fire, because I'm just gonna sit here, relax, and you know, one of the videos that I can remember, I'll tell you what, let me get my old bulb out just so you can see me a little better. There we go. So, there we go. I know we got the fire going, but so one of the things that I enjoyed watching with Steve was just his character, his nature. You can really tell he's a down-to-earth guy. Really appreciated that about him. And yeah, one of the videos that I can remember first seeing was the one in the culvert, that he stayed overnight in the culvert, and the car came and stopped with its four ways on, and he was down in that culvert sleeping on a cot, and had a couple tarps up. So go to his playlist and find that one. I really enjoyed that one. One of the most recent ones he did after the 1 million subscribers is the one on the border with Crazy Neighbor. So Steve, I know you've got a lot of people around you, and yeah, I'm glad you do. I really, really am. All right, so I'm gonna stop talking and just enjoy the moment. And I want to thank you again, Steve, for, you know, taking me on adventures as I was recovering and I couldn't get out. And, you know, I was, you know, getting out through you and through your channel. So thank you for that. All right. So I'm going to sit here, work this fire, and enjoy this time, and then I'm going to crawl into the hammock and hit the hay. You can hear them crickets. All right, so very relaxing. Alrighty. Alrighty, so sat out by the fire for quite a while. Yeah, all the ashes are burned down, and I'm not worried about it now because it's not even a glow any longer. So I went ahead and climbed in the hammock, and I'm getting pretty tired. So those crickets are just lulling me to sleep. All right, so hey, I will catch you in the morning. I am gonna go have some shut-eye here. All right, just this is a great spot. Really, really good. Liking it a lot. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Alrighty. Well, good morning. So we had a great night. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right. So that was a very enjoyable night here in the hammock. Yeah, this is a great area. I think I'm definitely going to come back. Well, hey, I think it's time for coffee. So we got to make coffee, drink coffee, and then hike on. So get packed up and get on out of here. So let's get that done. So I've got to get up. I've got to change shirts because I want to put that Louisiana Crunch Cake shirt back on, because you know what time it is. It's coffee time and Louisiana Crunch time. All right, here we go. Alrighty, so that's definitely boiling. Alrighty. So here we go. So there's the Louisiana Crunch Cake. All right, so we've got our coffee. We just got to mix that up yet, but man, what a day this is gonna be. This is, you know, I slept in that puffy jacket is all. I didn't get the quilt, the top quilt out at all. You know, it was 62 degrees was the lowest it was last night. So that was good weather, good sleeping weather. All right, so what do I got? I got the Sizzle Cafe coffee. As you guys know, that's my go-to. If you're new to the channel, this coffee is, it's got 4 herbs in it. Gotu kola, bacopa, chaga, and organic Ganoderma. So mixed into the coffee. So it's not only the best tasting coffee, it's Panama Bouquet Geisha bean, but it's also the best tasting and healthiest coffee you can drink according to their site. And I would agree. All right. So let's get that hot water from our brand new kettle poured into there so we can eat. All right. Almost too hot to drink. I'm gonna let that cool off. So we're gonna go ahead and take a bite of this Louisiana Crunch Cake. All right. So there it is. All right. Very good. If you haven't had one, hey, you don't know what you're missing. So go on out and get one. That's good. So thanks for coming along. Really appreciate you allowing me to share like I did last night about Steve. And Steve, like I said, hang in there. We're all praying for you and thinking about you during this time. And our heart goes out to you. It really does. And just know that you're loved and you're thought about. And you stay stealthy, and we can't wait when you get back. We can't wait to watch your videos, and just know that you've got a lot of fans and a lot of people that love you and support you and want to see the best for you. All right. So remember, it's just one adventure at a time. All right. We'll see you on the next random adventure. Alrighty, 2.0 out. All right. See ya. I'm gonna finish this cake.